This video is sponsored by Sunny's, one shoe all day. Hello everybody and welcome to Dr.TinderLove, explaining men to women through women's Tinder profiles. Episode 8! Couple of things straight off the bat here. This week's generic name is Marcy, who got third place in our last Instagram poll, which means we are going to do another one soon. So if you'd like to take part and influence the show, subscribe here, and you can do that. So once again, congratulations to the winners! The irresistible Iranian, Azar, who came first with Diamond. Good job. Second place, the best nail designer in town, Aishera.
Personal experience?
Yeah, no. What? So, Aishera got second place with Tammy. Congratulations. Also, Tammy on second place was actually a draw, with the suggestion of the wildest Mexican on the planet, Josephine, and the world-traveling architect, Melissa, who both suggested Jenny for last episode. And last but not least, this episode's Marcy, suggested to us by my wonderful favorite colleague Marco, who kept leaving 3 drops of wine in every bottle and then kept putting it back in the fridge. That's right, I said it. I see you, Marco. I said it. It's on YouTube now forever. So thank you, Marco. That was actually a really good suggestion, man. Which brings us to this week's fan mail. We have very interesting fan mail today coming from one of our Hungarian fans, and this actually took place in her private messages. See, this translates to, hey, wanna play Hungarian Castle Siege? We'll play that my dick is Nándorfehérvár and you're the Sultan who comes over and takes it. Takes it? Takes. Seizure, occupation, invasion, conquest, takeover, appropriation. Come over here and appropriate this dick. Come over here and invade this dick. Take over this dick. Conquest this, seize this dick, expropriate this dick. That's all I got, really. And also, laugh, 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 and then the rest of the conversation goes, I'm funny, right? No. So, plus points for history reference? Minus points for everything else? Ultimately, ladies, you really don't want to go with a guy who doesn't have a backup joke and just goes, am I funny? Come on, dude, seriously? One line is all you got? Statistically speaking, you're 50% worse than a 2-pump chump. So let's keep this train going, as plenty of profiles need doctoring. First up, Marcy. Bad texters are the best people in person. It's just a shame you'll never meet them. What kind of bad texter are we talking about? Because are we talking the immediate dick pic kind or just the hey what's up kind? Think there's a contrast there. It's kind of important. Next, Marcy would love some book recommendations and for borders to open. Marcy, don't you think you're asking for a little much? Like, you know, I'm a guy who doesn't read a lot, so I can't really recommend you any books, but let me open up the borders for you, you know, it's meh. So basically the 2 things you date are Amazon algorithms and politician? The EU, Who opens borders? From Moscow. The most complicated borders are in our heads. Since you're from Moscow, I'm guessing you know the Russian border is actually one that you wouldn't really want to fuck with. It's called Iron Curtain for a reason. I take forever to respond to messages. It's nothing personal. Lady, we all take forever to respond to messages. Capisci? You have to. It's a requirement nowadays. Otherwise you come off too thirsty and it's not personal if we all do it. Coming up, Marcy. The needle in the haystack. Well, maybe you're just a prick. So do you sting my ass whenever I sit down in a barn? Emo girl with a bright soul. Yeah, see, that's not a thing.
What about Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, okay, but only if you're Lana Del Rey. And you're not Lana Del Rey. That's it, Marcy, we're watching you. You're on the watch list now, Marcy. Marcy here can't live without goals. Ah, fellow football fan. And see, I'm not even gonna go into how fucked up that list was. I mean, here in the bottom I read she likes chocolate C. I don't even know what the fuck that is. But also, what is this beer in one time glass? Like, are you drinking out of a time glass? Like that? That seems like a very dumb thing to drink out of. By the way, these previous 3 Marcys are practically like the Eat, Pray, Love Club. That's all they have mentioned in their profiles, other than the things I mentioned. Is like, I like traveling, food, reading, and languages. Everybody has that. I kind of wish that all these Marcies would go out together as a group, sit at a table, and then sound like an echo chamber when they're talking to each other. They're going just like, what do you like doing? Traveling, food, reading, languages, traveling, food, reading, languages, traveling, food, reading, languages. A huge thanks to Sunnies for sponsoring this episode. If you'd like to order these sandals, go to sunnies.eu, where we have a special deal for Dr.TinderLove viewers. At checkout, add the code LOVE20 and you get 20% off your order. And they don't just come in these colors too, there's a color for everybody. Check them out. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Austrianism of the week. This week's Marcy is so Austrian that even though I speak German, I can't even pronounce most of this shit. However, I will call upon the old Austrian-Hungarian Empire's forces to summon someone who can interpret this.
Servus Marcel, lieber Arm dran als Arm ab. Eine Frau, die weiß, was will, einen gescheiten Rausch am Wochenende. Ja Mama, was soll man denn da tun? Ja, das ist ja das Großartigste, was du ever für mich gekocht hast, das ist ja gar Wahnsinn, ja, so was soll man denn da tun, das ist ja leibend. Also so narrisch, da bin ich narrisch, da werde ich narrisch. Ja, das ist eine großartige Geschichte, ja, I love this is amazing, ja, was soll man tun, Herrst, Alter? Ha? Ja, servus Leil'n.
It's my show, motherfuckers. So, congratulations, Marcy. That's actually a really good description down there. As it turns out, to ferment together is German slang for hanging out with the boys, and the bottom part says she takes that to herself. So how about fermenting together after all this corona misery is over? So, Marcy, well job, good done. You have a plaster?